Oh my gosh, what is going on in here? We got a problem. Hey, Dave!
Yes, Orb, what is it?
We got leaves coming out of the ceiling.
Oh, that's intentional. I love fall.
I love fall too when the leaves are outside. And why does it smell like pumpkin spice lattes in here?
Oh, I got a ton of air fresheners from Ollie's the other day. What a heck of a deal. I love pumpkin spice latte.
I don't. I'd rather smell those rotting corpses of the Walking Dead than this. Hey, you got a show to introduce here in a second.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Don't mind me, folks. I gotta go get a rake and a clothespin for my nose. This is disgusting and stupid. Ew. Oh, I just stepped in some dog dew. Did you order dog dew to fall from the ceiling too? This is gross. I'm out of here.
Live from the Oddly Funny Studios in Detroit, Michigan, it's the Justin News Comedy Club show with your very special guest stars, Linda Camacho, Joan M Fuchsman, Richard Johnson, Paul Kilmer, and your headliner, Chris Wright, with co-host Linda Marcus Smith and co-producer Anneliese Wright. And now, without further ado, the master of ceremonies, the Randy Savage of puppets, please welcome Aaron! Yay! Yay! Happy fall, y'all!
Well, Dave,
I gotta get some daylight savings time.
I have no clue.
Where do I buy that anyway?
You know, it's another Saturday and another edition of this Justin News Comedy Club show. Thank you for being here. I am your host from the Oddly Funny Studios in Detroit, Michigan. Aaron, thank you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We have an awesome comics here tonight for you, an hour's worth of laughs, and it's going to be great. It is the night before daylight savings time. So I want a show of hands. How many people have gotten their rebate for the light bulb? Is there's daylight? Is there a daylight? Okay, I don't understand how this works anymore. They keep talking that we should do something about this. We should do something about this. And next thing us Americans are like, we say that and then we hear squirrel. And then nothing happens. What is wrong with us? I don't save any time. In fact, I lose time, daylight savings time. I don't. Just give me back my clock, okay? Just please. Don't tell me to go forward and go back. Mother, may I? I don't want to do this anymore. I really don't. It's sad. It really is sad. Oh, but you know what? I have a very special co-host tonight. Please welcome Linda Marcus Smith with us tonight. Here we go, guys. Yeah, all right. Hi, guys. She's so awesome. She has interviewed what? How many comics again?
808.
Wow.
She's going for a Guinness Book of World Records, I think. So she's my co-host tonight. She does some online shows. Are you doing any live shows soon, Linda?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I get to go up and open for Reverend Bob Levy in January up in Sacramento. Woo!
All right. That sounds awesome. Oh my gosh. So daylight savings time isn't affecting you much then?
Not at all. I could care less.
Oh, well.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. Someone give it back to me, please. An hour's extra worth of sleep. No, you don't get it. No one understands this anymore. But yes, all right. That sounds awesome, Linda. Thank you. I mean, she is my co-host tonight. We're going to have a bunch of fun. So, you know what? Let's get to our first comedian tonight, shall we? Coming up to the stage from all the way from up north is Linda Camacho, everybody. Woo, woo, woo!
Hello, everybody. I'm wearing my pumpkin spice latte lip gloss. I put that on quickly after I saw the sketch. I had to. I am from Canada. I'm from Toronto.
Yeah.
I actually just moved to the city And my Latino parents are freaking out. My mom won't stop calling me. She's like, I saw on the news. Okay. They're kidnapping, murdering women. I'm like, no. Stop watching Taken. It's a movie, not the news. Sometimes she tells me weird things like, Linda, when you go downtown, to avoid bad people on the streets, you have to reverse your underwear when you go out. I'll give you good luck, Linda. Protect you from the bad people. I wear thongs. That's not gonna work. It's like, oh, you wear the thongs? That's why you get bad luck, Linda. We have like a communication barrier sometimes. She says things like, I want to watch that movie of the blue. Somehow I finally got it. She was talking about Avatar.
Oh.
Or one time she gave me just one thing to go off of. The only clue she gave me was, I want to watch the movie with the teenagers.
Whoa.
Somehow I guessed this right. I don't know. West Side Story.
Oh, wow.
Only because it's like my favorite. So that I don't know. We were in the car once and he said she really liked that band I showed her. And I couldn't for the life of me understand what she was talking about. She said, the one where they throw the food. The song came on out. She was talking about Foo Fighters. I have fibromyalgia, which means it's not a cereal brand. No, it's chronic pain. And basically, some people ask me, is it contagious? And if they're near me, I say yes. And they ask me, can you ever get better? Will you ever get better? And I say, yes, when I'm dead. But it's okay because it basically means I don't have to lift a thing. I'm a disabled woman. I live with pain, but I can live my lazy life in peace. So I just want to ask, oh yeah, you know what? I just want to say, I love being fat. Yeah, it's fun being fat because if this is the worst it's ever gonna get, I'll take it. Hey, I love being hot and fat. Thank you. Honestly, people say, oh, wouldn't you want to be Beyonce? Isn't she so hot? I'm like, no, I want to be Lizzo. Everything, but with more weight on her. That is like amazing. Stronger than Beyonce. I take Lizzo any day. And she gets to eat whatever she wants. That's when I was a kid, my mom always said, you have to get ass in school, Linda. So I became a huge slut. And it turns out she was asking me to get A's.
Oh.
And I went for the D's.
Oh.
Thank you, Aaron, so much for having me. I'm Linda Camacho.
All right, let's give it up for Linda Camacho, everybody. And Linda, where can we find you on social media?
At Camacho Comedy Girl on Instagram, girl with an I, and Linda Camacho Comedian on Facebook.
Cool. And do you have any shows coming up?
Yeah, the beta show. I host the beta show every Wednesday on the Unknown Comedy Club online.
Oh, cool. Unknown bait. What was that club again?
Unknown Comedy Club. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Unknown Comedy Club. I haven't ever heard of it. What time is that on it, by the way, Linda?
It's on at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Sweet. That's awesome. We'll have to check that out. Just make sure you share that link with us. We'll go check that out. Thank you so much, Linda. Oh my gosh. And back to Linda. You know, look, I mean, she talked about fibromyalgia. I happen to know what that is. It's an Italian spaghetti. So I actually know what she was talking about. No.
I love the way that she broke it down for us that didn't know what it was. Now I know I don't have it. Thank you, Linda. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I just have old man disease. No, I'm not that old. I'm only 50, but I pretend not to want to care anymore. I think that's part of the, isn't that part of it? I don't know. My wife says, why are you walking out looking like that? I say, why? Does it matter? No one cares. I don't care, but she does. She just puts a paper bag over her head. She doesn't even put a mask on anymore. She just puts a sack over her head and walks in the store with me.
You know, I have a question. She has the Unknown Comedy Show, and has she ever had on the Unknown Comic, Murray Langston, on her show?
No. The
That'd
Unknown
be a good
Comic.
person to. He's just now coming back into comedy. That'd be a good person to go on there.
Oh, you mean the Unknown? Okay, so we're gonna go back into the 70s because this is where he was at. The Unknown Comic was on the Gong Show a lot, and he wore a paper sack on his head and told jokes.
Yes.
OMG.
Yeah, I know we were gonna hit that point. So you know you could look him up. I'm surprised he's coming back out. Is he coming back in a paper or plastic sack? Because I can only imagine with a plastic sack, his show is over within minutes.
Yeah, he's back. He'll come on your show, Linda.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be scary. Oh, let's forget about the Unknown Comic and go to a very funny lady all the way from Washington D.C. Joan M Fuchsman, everybody! Woo, 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 woo.
I didn't realize that my opening would be so apropos, but right before, when you did your opening bit, I had too many pillows on my chair and the whole chair flipped on the floor with me in it.
Oh!
That's my excuse tonight. But as I say, I'm the living embodiment of persevere, for real. Check the dictionary. Under that word, you'll see relentless, stalker, and my name, Joan Fuchsman. I've been laid off 5 times in 13 years. I wasn't looking to set a record, but it feels great to be #1 at something. It takes more than a trip to HR to keep the scowl down. No one lives the life of takes a licking and keeps on ticking more than me, which is why I only wear Timex watches. During my career, I've had the unique opportunity to work for more horrible bosses than in the movie. In fact, that movie feels like a documentary to me. I once played dodgeball with my boss at work, but instead of a ball, he tossed books at me while looking for papers he misplaced. That's why in my resume, you'll see jumps at new opportunities.
Oh!
I'll never forget the female boss who told me to show some cleavage when I needed to get some copy approved by a male VP. She didn't know he'd already seen way more than cleavage. And talk about interviews. My favorite is when I was asked to name 10 uses for a pencil. I got the job, but I kept the best one to myself, stabbing my boss. Through it all, I've persevered. Thank God summer is over. While most of you probably love it, I do not. A famous song says, Summertime and the living is easy. Is it? Is it really easy?
Sure.
For me, summer is full of sneezing, freezing, and frizzing. I'm allergic to freshly mowed grass. My neighbors think that mowing is like shaving. If it isn't done every day, the grass gets 5 o'clock shadow. They should give their grass a Brazilian wax. With a little wax, you're good for 4 weeks.
Oh.
Yes, the grass may cry a little bit at first, but it will get used to the pain. My apartment faces the morning and afternoon sun. If I don't set the AC to 50 degrees, I'll be living in my own lake. The condensation is that bad. I'm not bipolar, but my home is. When it's 85 degrees outside and everyone is wearing shorts, inside I'm dressed for winter, bundled up in sweaters. When my nephew was 10, he came to visit me in July and he told me, "I'm cold. I've never been this cold." He's 27 now and he hasn't been back to visit me since. Nothing's easy about my hair in summer. I live in DC, home to monuments, the president, and nuts, the kind that work on Capitol Hill. Well, what I didn't know was that DC is also the summertime humidity capital. How did I end up in Sweat City? My younger sister went to college here, and she told me what a great area it was. Little did I know there was a method to her madness. Growing up, I was a mean older sister. She got her payback. She knew my hair was my most prized possession. Somehow she forgot to tell me about the humidity. Talk about holding a grudge. Only birds are attracted to my frizzy mess because they think my hair's a nest. And romance? My hair takes up too much space on the bed. That's why I'm looking for a smaller man. So until there's a frizz cure, I'll have the opposite life of a squirrel. Hibernate in the summer and forage for nuts in the winter. Thank God for fall, my favorite time of the year. The big reason for my love? Halloween, or rather the day after Halloween. That's Black Friday for candy lovers who are too old or too tall to go trick-or-treating. You munchkins are lucky. You get to go trick-or-treating way past your expiration date, get all that scrumptious candy for free, and no one is the wiser. But if you're a taller candy lover like me without children, you run to CVS when all the Halloween candy goes on sale. I'm in sugar overload heaven when I bite into my first mouth-watering chocolate almond joy. Yes, I can hear the diabetic voice in my head screaming, "Stop!" But sometimes you feel like a nut. My favorite M&M, all of them. But humanizing M&Ms in their commercials made me feel sick. I'm not Hannibal Lecter, but I don't want to feel like a cannibal when I bite into my treat. As a vegetarian, I won't even eat animal crackers.
No.
No problem eating candy corn. It's the vegetable. And with that, I'm going to run off to my cabinet now and get some candy. So thank you.
Oh, let's give it up for Joan M Fuchsman, everybody. And Joan, where can we find you on social media?
I'm on Twitter at Jones Nuggets, and I have a blog, jonesnuggets.wordpress.com.
Sweet. And are you going to do any live shows? I know I pressed you for this. Are you going to do any live shows?
Not anytime soon, no.
Oh, you're so funny. That's why I have you on the show, Joan. You are.
Thank you, and I love doing your show, but.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to take the show live one day and just have to drag Joan out of her bipolar
Definitely.
house or apartment
Definitely.
there.
Well, maybe my concussion will have changed my mind.
I'm glad you remembered us. That's all I can say. By the way, Joan, I just want to ask one question. you say something about nuts. Are you dating a politician?
No.
Oh, that was amazing, wasn't that? What was that? I missed that. I'm sorry.
I'm not picky, but that I do have some standards.
Oh, that was very funny, Linda. I could relate to most of that. Yes, except for having hair in the frizz.
I imagined her neighbors out there mowing a landing strip.
You know, I'm about to turn in my mower and just get some hot wax. I really am. I think that might just be the key. Oh, that was so funny. Joan doesn't do any live shows, but she does this show. She loves it so much, and I appreciate it. But like I said, one day I'm just going to have to tour with this show and get Linda on or Joan on stage. So, the next comedian that's coming up got here by winning. Now, I know it wasn't a scratch-off ticket. It wasn't that way. No, he played Bombing Run, and Bombing Run is my game show I record on Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock, and 3 comedians do 5-minute sets, and my mysterious judge, who is a comedian, by the way, decides who's Joker A's first place, second, and third. And this guy nailed it out of the park. So please welcome to the stage, Richard Johnson, everybody. Woo, 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 woo.
Hey, everybody. Hey. Well, I mean, that answers the question, Joan. I'm in DC too, and I've never seen you. So, I mean, that's crazy.
You're not a politician, are you?
No, I'm like every other DCer here. I'm just broke.
Oh.
I'm just broke. But oh man, I had a set planned out, but it was crazy. I had something, the most unexpected thing happened to me today is I had to go to a funeral.
Oh.
And yeah. And I don't think you understand about funerals, particularly like when Black people have funerals, they can just go crazy with it. I don't think you understand. It's like Lollapalooza for Black pastors if you go to a funeral, if you believe it or not. And they just they'll give you praise for anything. Like my grandma is a pastor, and she went up there and she started like giving thanks for no reason. She said, "Thank you, Lord, for giving me milk, because I went to the store and they didn't have milk." And Grandma, I think that's a supply chain thing. I don't think you have to give Lord the praise for that one. That's not crazy. But it's so hard because they're always on top of like social media stuff, but they don't have any social media. The churches don't. They don't. Everybody's run by like 80-year-old people. So I'm coming up to them and they're telling me stuff like, God died on the cross for you. It's the sacrifice for me. Like, Granny, that's not the way you use that language, Granny. I'm 27. I'm on Twitter all the time. I know how you use that lingo. That's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. Man, and I don't know about y'all, but I play fantasy football, and it got wrecked because Aaron Rodgers is unvaccinated. Did you guys know this?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes. Last week for Halloween, he dressed up as John Wick. Now, Chris, I don't know if you know anything about John Wick in Glasgow. I'm not sure if they had him there. But what he does is he's just like a mercenary that kills everybody. And I saw the video, he had it. It's ironic because this guy shoots up everybody. But you want to play someone who can't take a shot? Come on, Aaron Rodgers, don't do that. Don't do that. That's ironic. I just see the irony in that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. It's ridiculous. I guess I have to deal with the true cat that's in the bag. My real name is Richard Johnson. Yes, that's not a stage name, and it does mean dick. Yes. It's legal obligations. I got to talk about it. It is. The worst thing is I'm a junior, so I'm Dick Jr. So there you go. You have it. And my dad's Dick Sr. and my great grandfather and my grandfather. So I come from a long line of Dicks. That's where I'm. It is right there, man. It's crazy. But no, I did do some moving along the way. I moved from the upstairs to the downstairs. Now I live in the basement. So thank goodness for that. Thank you, taxes. Yes. Yes. Joanne can attest. It's too expensive to move in DC. You can't. Every time you move out, you bleed like $100, man. My studio is $1,200. It is insane here. And I'm telling you, it's a literal square. I could show you the room right now, and it looks like I'm in the cube right now. It's ridiculous. There's a reason why I have no paintings in the wall. Everything costs like $30 here in DC. But that's not the worst thing at all. Joanne can attest. The gas is ridiculous. If you go, it's $3 nationally, but it's like $4 here. So I've just been walking everywhere, and now it takes me an hour to my work, and I only live 3 blocks away. I'm almost about to get fired, y'all. It's a problem, man. It's a problem. It's a problem. But it was ridiculous. I had to go pick up my sister last night. She goes to UMD, and it brought so many memories because I see so many of these kids walking without sweaters. It's just t-shirts. And I was like, did I do that? And I was like, yeah. They're all drunk too. I was drunk. Yeah, I realized. I remember those college times. I remember those. I can't get mad at them for that. Yeah, it's amazing. But I've been watching a lot of shows. Obviously, like everybody else, I watched Squid Game. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But I want to make a Squid Game for like DC Comics, you know. And I know everybody would lose because we can't talk about politics or liberals. So we would just lose if that happened. I know. It would be terrible, man. But I recently just watched the new 007 film, and that was great.
Oh,
it was fantastic. They tried to humanize James Bond, and I always wonder, like, do spies have feelings? They never showed that in the film, but now I think about this. They have one tear, and it's like, what if you don't get the kill right? Do you just like cry about it? You're like, I poisoned him, but he poisoned my heart. Like, I wonder if they do that kind of things now out in the thing. That's the things I wonder about in these films, man. In these films, it's insane. Oh man, but I know that I can't wait because I love James Bond. That's my favorite film. I want it to be an espionage. I wanted to. That was my favorite thing, but I could never be a spy because I'm just too loud. Like, if they try to say something to me, you'd be like, what? What? I know. I have hearing issues, so that's why. That's why I'm deaf in one ear, so I can't do that. It'd be a problem. It'd be a problem, man. Oh, man. But I have to tell you, man. I love DC. I love everything about it. I love the sports. If you can't tell, I love sports. But my football team, we have been dealing with some issues. Yes, you know about it, Linda. Our defense is terrible. Our defense is terrible, but we're right next to the Pentagon, so we should be #1 in defense. I don't know what's going on there. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous, man. I don't like it. It's crazy. Even in the emails, they won't tell me what the emails say that has been going on with the Washington football team. I'm just doing this because I want Dan Snyder out because he's terrible. We've been losing too many times. Position to get him out, get him fired. Thank you. Chris Wright, I don't know if any of these are hitting with you, but it's like if you had the best soccer team and they're just terrible, but we got to get rid of the owner. That's all it is. There's no joke there. You just got to get rid of the owner. That's all it is. We're getting rid of him. That's what I want to do. But man, I guess I'll leave on this joke. I'm gonna celebrate Thanksgiving like my forefathers wanted it to, by spreading smallpox to everybody. Thank you, everybody. My name's Richard Johnson.
Oh, let's give it up for Richard Johnson. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. And where can we find you on social media, Richard?
I am on Instagram at _Richard Chavon, and that's the same as my Twitter. So you can find me there.
Sweet. Do you get any live shows coming up or any other shows?
Yeah, I have a show next week in PA that I am hosting on the weekend.
Sweet. Hey, Joan, you got something to go to. There you go. Oh, thank you so much, Richard. I would call you by your nickname, but I just don't think it'd be appropriate. I just don't think that'd be great. Oh my gosh, that was so hilarious, wasn't it, Linda?
It was. I was thinking about the spy shows and him being quiet because in my day they had Get Smart, and you could go, "Hello, hello." You could talk into a shoe.
Yes, yes, yeah. I remember talking into a shoe, and that was called Verizon. Didn't work so well. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You know what? I hate to tell Richard what he's paying for a cube is what I have for a whole house in Detroit. So you might want to consider moving.
Yeah, get your motor going to the Motor City.
There you go. There you go. You don't have to live in Detroit. I'm outside of Detroit because if I was in Detroit, I'd be doing this a lot. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Some parts of Detroit are fine. Just don't step over on the other side of the street. That's all I can say. Oh, that was awesome. So you know what? We're going to get to our next comedian. And actually, he's kind of magical. I want you to please welcome the stage from Plainsville, Connecticut. Paul Kilmer, everybody. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah.
You don't know if I'm good yet. You guys are coming in at about a 10. I'm about a 2. So we're just gonna relax, take a deep breath, and then I'm gonna leave so the next comedian can come on.
Oh.
Let me just go ahead and set my timer because I'm a professional. Okay. I'm a comic magician. I'm one half comedian, one half magician. I'm not good at either. I have no idea what you're about to see, but I promise you I will not be saying any hard F or C words. Because I don't want Aaron to get canceled.
Oh.
I will say cranberry. I'm gonna start off with a little piece of magic. This is a pretty old one. It uses a red piece of paper and a lighter. What you do is you set the piece of paper on fire, throw it in the air, and it explodes into a ball of fire.
Mm.
And not only can't I can't see anymore, I burned my hand.
Oh.
There's supposed to be a dove at the end of that trick, but you can't light them on fire anymore because people are snowflakes. I don't think that was ever illegal. One of the interesting things about being a magician is people just assume that if they invite you to their get-togethers, you'll do magic tricks for free, even though this is a job I get paid for. So I go to their parties and I eat all of their snacks. Then I start eating the snacks that aren't for the party. I start cooking myself actual food with their groceries. And for some reason, people don't stop me. And then I leave without doing any magic. That'll teach them. Another weird thing about a magician is just think about this for a moment. If I wasn't a magician and I showed you that I had a Ziploc bag full of rubber gloves, rope, and some handcuffs, you'd probably think that's a red flag, right?
Mm.
But I'm a magician and I'm fun. But I have these things, and it's a cry for help. You might be saying to yourself that I just laughed at prop comedy, and you did. And I don't know what kind of person that makes you, but stop making fun of prop comics. We didn't do anything to you. I'll give you an example of good prop comedy. Hey guys, if you guys want to catch me do something cool on my OnlyFans later, I'm going to be doing something with this 11 ball and shot glass. Stay tuned.
Whoa.
You know where the ball's going, but you don't know what's going to happen with the shot glass.
Oh.
Guys can have OnlyFans too.
Oh.
As long as I don't say any hard C words, I'm fine. That was pop comedy. And that means you're bad people. So,
Oh.
I want to, this is the point in time in my show where I reveal a little bit about myself without lying. When I was 9, I was diagnosed with autism, and if you don't laugh at my jokes, you're a bad person. And if you are a bad person, you weren't going to laugh anyway. That's not my fault, right? My fault, you know. Remember, Aaron invited me here, and if you have any complaints, you can email him at Domino's Pizza 345@AOL.com. Right. So I have a couple of different ways I can solve the Rubik's Cube because it really does help me with my anxiety. It helps me to focus. This is what we used instead of fidget spinners because we were all poor in the 90s. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze it and it just solves itself.
Woo.
Oh.
I know, it's kind of like it's a trick and it was meant to happen. I'm sorry. Okay, here. We'll do it like this. We'll do it like we won't use the Rubik's Cube anymore. You guys how to do a quick trick with some orange juice. All you gotta do is take the orange juice, put it in the bag, and it becomes a Coke bottle. I never said it was a good trick. I just said I was gonna do a trick. It's just like you guys are expecting amazing things from me, and I never said I was a good magician. And you know, I am a good magician. Anyway, so this is what's gonna happen. Take the Rubik's Cube and place it into the bag. And I'm going to try to solve it, but I don't want to touch the Rubik's Cube because you're going to accuse me of cheating, even though I have to. I don't have a choice. No one ever thinks about that. Hey, Paul, do we really expect you to accomplish all this awesome magic and it's real? Probably. I don't know. I'll be doing something with a shot glass later, and you guys laughed. I don't know. What's going to happen is I'm going to take my magic wand out, which is a Slim Jim. Some wizards go to Hogwarts. I went to 7-Eleven. I went when I was a kid. So all I have to do is wave the magic wand over the bag and say the magic words. Non-gonococcal meningitis. For those of you who don't know, that's the disease known as mono, and we all get it as teenagers, but we won't admit it to anyone. Some of us have mono, and it's not me, so, you know. All I have to do is turn the bag over. And show you that the Rubik's Cube has solved itself.
Wow.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is you might be saying to yourself, hey, there might be another Rubik's Cube in the bag. Just like the orange juice that's still in there from the trick that I did before. Well, what I would say to you is that I'm actually a good magician because here's the other Rubik's Cube in the bag.
Whoa.
And there is no orange juice. It's gone.
Oh, wow.
So I want to thank you guys for watching whatever that was. And just remember, if you need comedy magic on your show, you can call me and I will most likely respond to you depending on what day it is. And just like my grandmother says, seasonal depression isn't an excuse for sleeping all day, but real depression is. You're going to get so many negative messages from that one, Aaron. So I just wanted to leave that for you because I like you as a person.
Oh.
Have a great night.
All right, let's give it up for Paul Kilmer, everybody. And Paul, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me at Paul Kilmer. I usually do most of my stuff through Facebook because I'm old and I know how to do it.
So, and do you got any live shows you're doing soon, or any more Zoom shows?
I think I have one November 18th in Haddam, Connecticut at 7:00 at night.
Cool.
And the fact that I know that is amazing.
Oh my gosh, Paul, thank you so much for being on. Oh, Linda, that was so fun to watch him do comedy magic together, wasn't it?
That was so great. Oh my gosh. I just have a question for him.
Yeah.
Did you make Val Kilmer disappear?
No, he did that on his own because he's a COVID denier and he doesn't believe in cancer, so he'll do it on his own.
I usually hate magic acts. I want magic to disappear, but you got me over that.
Oh,
Great.
I love magic. I love Paul's magic. He's been on the show a few times, and he is so awesome. That's why I wanted him back on here, because I knew he wouldn't just disappear. But you know what? I do prop comedy too. I just want to show this real quick, and then we'll get to our headliner. Hold on a second. I want to show you my impersonation of Vin Diesel. Hold on.
About family.
Okay. When I turn around, right? I was a stand-in for Vin Diesel. When I turn around, I look like Vin Diesel off of Wish.
That's awesome.
My name is Van Gasoline. I'll be in the Brisk and the Moodiest spin-off series. All right, enough of that. Let's get to our headliner, shall we? This guy was a headliner on my show before I had a show. I know that sounds weird, but he was waiting for me to have a show. He pushed me into this. I swear he did. But you know what? He's an awesome comedian. He is up late tonight. Please welcome to the stage, all the way from Glasgow, Scotland, my friend Chris Wright. Yeah, all right.
Hey.
Hello. Thank you so much, Aaron, for having me back on. I really appreciate it. Thank you. It's nice to meet everyone as well. It's nice to meet you all. When I first met my girlfriend, we knew straight away that we were a perfect match because I'm a big food lover and she really wanted Five Guys. I don't know, is anyone drinking tonight? Is anyone enjoying some alcohol tonight?
Not yet.
No. No one wants to make the Scottish person feel at home. That's nice. But you see online quite a lot, people always ask, oh, what's better, Coke or Pepsi? Pepsi or Coke? And I don't have the answer, to be honest, but what I will say is that I've never snorted Pepsi from a stranger's bum. And as you can see down the bottom of the screen there, my name is Chris Wright, and I was actually named after my dad because he was born before me.
Oh.
I consider myself a little bit of a geek, to be honest. In fact, I'm so much of a geek that my favourite sex position is reverse engineering. I wanted to find out recently whether or not I had a sex addiction, so I stuck it into the search engine. I actually ordered the cure for blue balls from wish.com, but it still hasn't came. I used to get pushed around quite a lot when I was a kid, but in my defense, I was in a stroller. I actually spent my entire childhood in poverty, but some people just call it Scotland. Now, for anyone who doesn't know Scotland, that's a place where half the people are alcoholics, half the people are on drugs, and half the people are shit at maths. I'm obviously an alcoholic.
Oh.
The weather in Scotland always reminds me of Netflix, to be honest, because it doesn't matter what we do each day, we still manage to squeeze at least 2 seasons in. Speaking of Netflix, I feel as if during all the lockdowns, I actually watched every TV show that had ever been made. Like, honestly, things are so bad now. I'm on season 6. I'm watching my girlfriend pretends that she still loves me. And you might not like this next one, but go with me on this, okay? In my opinion, life itself is just like a TV series. Because think about it, we all spend years waiting for the good bits to happen, and then we realise we've already peaked in season 2. I like to steal my little sister's Netflix password just to try and save myself a little bit of money. And some people have actually told me in the past that I'm tight with money, but I don't buy it.
No.
But my little sister and I, we are actually very similar, to be honest, because she also has a moustache. But ever since the restrictions have been eased, it's been nice to perform with live audiences again. And every time, I love still doing online shows like this, but it's always Americans in the audience. And even though I've never been to America, I have been in some states. usually depressed. Yeah. But hopefully I'll be in America within the next couple of months. So actually I got vaccinated. But the very next day after my second vaccine, I turned into one of the X-Men because my girlfriend left me.
No.
It's weird, like, ever since the vaccine has came out, people are starting to worry about a microchip, whereas for basically my entire adult life, I've been worrying about a micro penis. And besides, honestly, in my unscientific, humble opinion, microchips, a little bit of salt, delicious. My girlfriend and I, we have one of those really cheesy signs on our bedroom wall that says "Make your own magic," and we really did take that seriously. So we created a beautiful baby boy and made a love life disappear. You know, people would always tell me that kids can be really expensive, but I would actually disagree with that because I would happily swap mine for a Burger King.
Oh.
Some people also say that smoking can lower your chances of having kids. So I give my son 20 cigarettes a day, but he still lives here. Now, I really do love my son more than life itself, but sometimes I do miss the good old days when my little bundle of joy was just my collection of sex toys. And that would explain why we named them Kai, but we actually spell it K-Y, like the jelly. I dread the day, though, when my son has to go and start high school. Like, it might come as a shock, but I struggled at high school a little bit. Like, I tried to get an A in all my exams, but all I ended up getting was the PE teacher's D.
Oh.
My son actually came home from kindergarten last week with head lice. And I thought to myself, kids have weird nicknames. But my son is actually free next week. Only to a good home. I'll never forget a couple of years ago when my son was 1, because I don't usually gamble.
Oh.
But in spite of the jokes, my son is really clever, to be honest. For example, a couple of weeks ago, he actually taught me the 7 times table, which just goes to show people really can learn from their mistakes. My girlfriend used to be a massive fan of my comedy before she lost weight, but now she's just a regular sized fan. She gets quite jealous sometimes when I'm doing comedy, because it's the only time I promise someone 12 minutes and actually last the full 12 minutes. Although now and again she is happy to see me doing it, because at least now other people can be left disappointed when I'm finished. My girlfriend is quite a big-chested woman, and as a young man growing up, I really loved big boobs. In fact, I loved them so much that I grew some myself. 2 of my ex-girlfriends have actually went into lesbian relationships after we broke up, and I used to be quite arrogant and think maybe they just couldn't find another guy like me, but now I realise it was actually my boobs that turned them. Sad but true. My girlfriend and I, we still like to make love. It's PG-13, Aaron, isn't it? Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. You're fine.
Yeah, my girlfriend and I, we still like to make love as often as we can, which isn't very often, to be honest. But trying to make my girlfriend climax is like cooking a really nice steak. Bloody rare. Although I will say now and again, she does tell me, "Well done."
No.
You know, I actually once believed I was in a long-distance relationship for about 6 months until I realised I was wearing the wrong contact lenses. And even though I'm not wearing them tonight, I did actually branch out and bought myself some new glasses. But every time I wear them, I find women and men attractive. I think it's because they're bifocals. I actually had a gig in a hotel down in England a few weeks back, and I was able to stay in the hotel that night. I've just got to say, I love staying at hotels because it's the only time someone checks me out. Now, this is a true story. One of my best friends actually passed away a few months back. PJ, his name was, and PJ was blind in one eye. But before he passed away, he legally changed his name from David to Patrick, which we both always found really funny because both of those names also only have one eye. Another one of my friends has lost a ton of weight recently, ever since he became a vegan, whereas I look like I've eaten a vegan. I've put so much weight on this year that my new favourite cuss word is custard. Like, honestly, it gets so bad at times, I can get out of breath just from jogging my memory. And to be honest, my weight doesn't bother me too much because when I was a kid, I wanted to grow up to be a famous rapper. And look at me now, big and puffy. That's my time up, guys. Thank you again for having me on. Thank you.
All right, let's give it up for Chris Wright, everybody. Oh, and Chris, where can we find you on social media?
Again, same as Paul, I'm quite old, so I'm mostly on Facebook. Chris Wright on Chris Wright Comedy on Instagram or WrightWriter20 on Twitter.
Oh, cool. And if we could swim over or fly over, or what's the next show you're doing?
Thursday, I'm at Vibe Room Comedy Club in Glasgow. So if any of you wants to get a flight, I'd be happy to have you.
Sweet, yeah, you go fly on over, get that airline ticket, and I'm sure that how long of a set are you doing? I just want to make sure we're paying for a good amount of money there.
It's only a 10. It's only a 10.
Oh, 10-minute set. Good, great. So he's going to be your tour guide when you're there too. He just signed up for that as well. So thank you so much, Chris. That was so awesome. Thank you again. As I close my door because my dog came in. Oh my gosh, Linda, that was such a fun show tonight, wasn't it?
It was. Oh my gosh. I went to a Scottish high school and I just got to tell you, I hear with an accent. And I understood everything you said in your time, but in 4 years of high school, I don't have a clue what was talked about.
Hey, it's funny. I understand Chris really well, but I understand him better when I have like 2 or 3 shots.
I'm not even from Scotland. I'm just drunk.
He's not even from Scotland. He's just drunk. He's actually in the next room. I'll let you guys see him. Hold on a second. Oh, no. He's actually in Glasgow. I wish he was here closer by because I'd love to hang out with him and have a pint or two and then try to understand him when he's drunk.
Yeah.
Don't think that's going to work. Oh, so that was our show for tonight, guys. I want to thank our comedians, Linda Camacho, Joan M Fuchsman, Richard Johnson, Paul Kilmer, and again, Chris Wright. Let's give them all a big round of applause. And give a big round of applause to my co-host, Linda Marcus Smith, and my co-producer, who's been doing all the tech, Anneliese Wright. Give her a big round of applause. Go check out...
And Aaron DeSiva.
Woo! Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And the next show is November 20th. It's going to be a very special show because this Justin News started out as a news satire channel kind of thing. And it is the anniversary for this Justin News. So November 20th, you want to watch some comedians and have some laughs, it's going to be a very special show. So for me, Linda, and Annalisa, and everybody else here, this has been an Oddly Funny production. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This has been an Oddly Funny production